Six-man tag team action underway this week. Brett Wolverton here with Andrew Pendeton III. The Cash Vault team of the television champion Bobby Moore, the Young Lions champion CB Suave, and the Italian stallion Tommy Penirelli taking on former Anarchy Wrestling tag team champions, The Movement, Vandal, and Najasism out on the apron, and their tag team partner starting things off, Dango Wynn.
And I am just excited to see Cash Vault in the ring. Talk about one of my favorite groups in Anarchy Wrestling. That's Cash Vault, managed by the ever impressive Charlie Cash.
Now, I'm not very familiar with Dango Wynn. Andrew Pendeton, do you know any more about him than I do, other than his involvement in the six-man tag this week?
You know, I know nothing about him now, and I'm sure in about 15 minutes we'll all forget him, because this is going to be a match dominated by the Cash Vault.
Well, that remains to be seen as we go into hostile environment. We found out during introductions, it may not have made air, but at Hostile Environment 2013, the television championship currently held by Bobby Moore will be on the line as Bobby Moore defends the title against former champion Wild Billy Buck, and it will not be in any ordinary match. This will be no disqualifications, no countouts. There must be a winner.
And I think you saw the wheels turning in manager Charlie Cash's head when they said no disqualifications, no countouts, there must be a winner. Because think about it. How many members are there in Team Cash Vault?
There's three.
Three?
Four if you count manager Charlie Cash.
Okay. How many people does Billy Buck have?
Billy Buck isn't managed by anybody. He isn't in a group right now.
So I think you know it's a numbers game, and it looks like the numbers are definitely in their favor.
Well, right now, Penirelli having trouble with the Movement team as Dango Wynn tags out into the Vandal.
You know, and how, you know, being a Vandal is a bad thing. Vandalizing, destroying things, and to listen to these people in this crowd cheer for him, it makes me sick to my stomach. What happened to the good, wholesome entertainers, people like, let's say, Andrew Pendeton III, Bobby Moore? I mean, why aren't these men being cheered? I mean, let's get back to it. Let's think of somebody else. Andrew Pendeton III. How about CB Suave? How about Andrew Pendeton III? I mean, these men are men of character. These are men of skill. These are men of conviction.
Big splash. Najasism with the cover. You know, you could say last week that the Movement vandalized the tag team title reign of the Washington Bullets as we saw new champions crowned. There was a little bit of involvement out on the floor, nothing physical.
Please do not metaphor again in this booth. That is embarrassing. You are, you know, we're all dumber from listening to that. So I just want to, you know, vandalize the, oh my gosh. You see what I have to work with? I mean, you don't see it because you have to live with yourself every day. But I know the people at home that are listening to it say, you know, we feel bad. They send me gift baskets. I can't believe you got to put up with Brett Wolverton. But you know what? It's a challenge, but I'm here for the people.
Hey, I survived last week when you brought out John the Body Johnson.
You know what? You're welcome. You should be thankful you can work with people the caliber of John the Body Johnson, Andrew Pendeton III. Great men. You can learn something. You should just sit back and listen. God gave you one mouth and two ears for a reason.
Bobby Moore goes out onto the apron, but he's right there, right by the Vandal. Forearm rocks Najasism. Could be a suplex out to the floor. Knee to the head, brings both superstars to the apron. Oh, that kick. Bobby Moore goes down. Najasism, somersault, tackle. Almost a Thez press onto Bobby Moore out on the floor.
Let me ask you this, what was the somersault for? Just to be flashy. And you wonder why these guys lose week in and week out. Well, when they start paying attention, that's my point. When they start paying attention and stop pandering to these idiots in the crowd, they'll make it somewhere. People in the crowd don't pay their paycheck. Franklin Dove pays their paycheck.
The head of Najasism just rammed into the steel ring post. Referee Mark Cooper with the count. They're up to 5 already.
You haven't seen the movie that Najasism? You haven't seen Predator? I mean, you know, don't get me wrong, Danny Glover killed his father, but, you know, he's not doing too good right now. You figure you could use some of those tools to be more effective in the ring, you know? Just saying.
Wow.
I know. It's just, you figure, you know, that's a warrior culture, you know? I'm just glad he doesn't open his cheeks up and show you that ugly face. I mean, it's already hideous to begin with, but I mean, it could get worse. Because, you know what I'm talking about. You know, they got the fangs and they do the, you know, it's just, I don't even know if that's legal to let him wrestle the Predator.
This six-man tag continuing on this week after that movie review from Andrew Pendeton III.
And just shows you what a wrestler Cibe Suave is. Neck breaker on the Predator. That is impressive. I mean, that man almost killed Arnold Schwarzenegger, and you see what's happening here? Cibe Suave's taking him to school.
Well, you saw the way Cibe Suave slid off of Najasism with that neck breaker. It's got to be all the baby oil that he's coated himself in.
Of course. I mean, look at the man. He has the body of a Greek god. If you look like that, you would slather yourself in baby oil. I mean, you have to do it just to get into jeans, but I mean, this man does it to look good. He's all shiny, you know, and you know, it's a perfect environment because rednecks love shiny things. I mean, look at bass boats and look at tackle for fishing, and they're just, you know, they're attracted by it. So he figure, you know, he's gonna stupefy the idiot crowd so they're not paying attention to the Predator here while they beat him down.
Big lariat by Tommy Penirelli.
Oh, he spun around, beat him like a rag doll.
May have tied some of those dreads into knots.
Oh, I wonder if he affected his heat vision there. You know, because they use thermal. I don't know how they see.
Bobby Moore, the television champion, tags back into the contest. Najasism trying to make his way over. Bobby Moore's going to stop that by attacking the Vandal.
The Vandal had it coming. Look at him.
Dango Wynn goes out to the floor to check on his tag team partner.
And you know, I mean, look, I mean, listen, you leave Chicken Wing alone. I mean, he seems like a good guy. I mean, he was in Joe Dirt. He owns a fireworks stand, so he's just not very explosive tonight.
Najasism up top, crossbody caught. Catches a bit. Gutbuster onto the knee into a short DDT.
Well, you have 145-pound soaking wet of Najasism flying through the air to the 245-pound Bobby Moore. What do you expect will happen?
Looks like a 2 count when it came to the pin.
And they're just having fun now, putting on a clinic.
Cibe Suave, the Young Lions champion, in with the elbow to the back of the head. A Najasism and another one. Rolls him over for the cover. Taking a little bit of offense to the counter referee, Mark Cooper.
Well, you know, I mean, there is a rash of people not being able to count when it comes to cash vault winning.
Ducks over the knee, catches flat hand.
A shot of desperation.
Tags in. Bobby Moore's in as well. Penirelli coming in. Shot to the face of Penirelli. Clothesline. Drop kick.
Wow.
Down goes the television champ. Goes for the cover. I'm glad referee Mark Cooper was able to keep track which member of the cash vault was the legal man. I'd lost track.
You know, we haven't seen
Fireman's
Dango
carry into a death driver. Great show of strength by Dango Wynn.
And we have not seen Dango Wing in quite a while since this was Wild Side Wrestling. And he's making one heck of a comeback tonight.
Suave catches the forearm. And down, this could be it. The cash vault may go bankrupt in the 6-man tag. There's the windup. Najasism dives out onto Penirelli.
And at some point, shouldn't we be counting the men in the ring? They have until 5. This ref needs to do a better job.
Bobby Moore just takes. Bobby Moore seems to be bleeding from the mouth. That forearm shot, that may have been that loaded pad. 1, 2, and 3.
Your winners of the match, the Cash Vault.
You could clearly see that Bobby Moore isn't even wearing an elbow pad on that left arm.
It was the right arm.
So he has an elbow pad. That's to protect his elbow. If that elbow was unsheathed, he could kill somebody with that elbow. That elbow is for their protection. You know how fast he throws that elbow?
Well, even with a little bit of blood on the face of Bobby Moore, the television champion Young Lions champion CB Suave and the Italian Star Tommy Penirelli victors. But wait a minute, here come the Washington Bullets.
I love to watch them get beat down. They just got beat down and they got beat down again.
Last week, the movement had a hand in the crowning of new tag team champions. And now they're out for revenge. Dango Wynn trying to help out a little bit of drop kick as they're fighting out onto the floor. Well, it's all broken down.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have just been informed that next week at Hostile Environment 2013, the team of the Movement will take on the team of the Washington Bullets in a Texas Tornado match.
You hear that? Texas Tornado. As a tag team specialist, you know there's no tags in the Texas Tornado. All four guys can be in the ring at one time.
Hostile Environment is heating up. I can't wait for next week.